Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. For those who don't know, I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate coach here in Tallahassee, Florida. Boom. Fresh off the presser. Got some hot new information for you going on in the housing world that can help you get into your home. And this time, it's not down payment assistance, it's not closing cost assistance. It's about if your credit is a little shady, how your rental payments can help you get approved for a home loan. So, before I go into more detail, let's let all of America know that I'm here. So that way, I don't have to keep repeating the same information over and over and over. So, hey, thank ya. Thank you, Pooh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, if y'all can tap y'all screens for me, the more likes I receive, the more people who are notified that I am here on live. So that way I don't have to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. So the more likes we get, the next time I gotta sound like a broken record. And we can move on to a new topic and new answers. Right? So here's the announcement that came out of, and I know I'm gonna have to repeat this. So if you have pen and paper, first of all, go get your pen and paper. I'll wait. Go get your pen and paper. I'll wait. If you need pen and paper, now's the time to get your pen and paper. I'll wait. We all know how this goes. So if you need pen and paper, I'll wait. Okay? If you need to grab that go get your little scratch paper. Go and get that envelope that came in the mail that you know you're not about to go ahead and use. So, you ain't been given the children's hospital. So y'all ready? Do y'all have your pen and paper? Because I'm out the road. Everybody got their pen and paper? Yeah, you know how you get those envelopes and you rip them open and you set them on the counter. Don't act like I'm the only one. And then it becomes scratch paper. And then you mess around and throw it away because you done wrote some important information on it. Don't act like I'm the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Don't do me like that. All right. I know I ain't the only one. So, y'all got your pen and paper, your envelope, notepad sticky, that bill that you know you wasn't going to pay that you're writing on the back of, probably a hospital bill too. So y'all ready? Thank you, Onyx, for the likes. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do y'all just like I did last time. I'm going to tell y'all first, and then I'm going to post it. Okay? So, beginning September 15th. September 15th. Okay? Beginning September 15th, Freddie Mac has a new system. Now, Freddie Mac is not a mortgage lender. Freddie Mac is a government agency that purchases mortgages. So I'm going to tell you the history of Freddie Mac and why it's important. Now, to keep the economy moving, Freddie Mac purchases mortgages, right? So that way that frees up the money for the banks to reuse for somebody else to purchase. That's how it goes. So as of September 15th, Freddie Mac will now be using your rental payments to possibly approve you. So when you apply for a home loan, if Freddie Mac says that you're good, then your lender approves you. Because the lender is only going to approve loans that they can sell, right? So they can keep their cash flow going. So they're going to start looking at your rental history because someone over there finally figured out that if you can pay your rent on time, then you can pay a mortgage on time. Go figure. So, as of September 15th, Freddie Mac will be using this new system. So if before you were denied because your credit wasn't strong enough, you didn't have enough credit, or, things was a little shaky, they might need you to be at 620 and you was at 615, or they might need you to be at 640, but you weren't quite there. But now, as of September 15th, if their system says that you're denied, they're going to then run your system through the Freddie Mac system, which will help. And if Freddie Mac says that you're approved, guess what? you're approved. So, you know how I always tell y'all that these rental payments, you deserve credit for them to add them to your credit bureau report? Somebody else was listening too. I wonder if they follow me. But anyway, someone else was listening too. Now you're going to ask me, well, Tasha, will that be added into my income to debt ratio? Boom. It sure won't. It sure won't, Pooh. It sure won't. That's going to push you over the edge for getting your home approved. Sure won't. I'm going to sit here and wait for the round of applause that I can't hear because we on live. Okay? Do y'all get that? Hey, how are you? So, now, there's a link in my bio that helps you add your rental payments to your credit bureau report. Okay? So, check this out, right? It's not going to be added automatically. What's going to happen is this. You're still going to need to reach the credit criteria, right? But if you don't reach the credit criteria, what they'll do is they will ask you to sign the documentation that gives them permission to contact your landlord to see if you've been paying your rent on time. But this ain't going to work if you got a score of like 580, 600. This is only going to work if you are close to their magic number. And remember, their magic number is like 600, 640. So to get to their magic number, you can still add your rental payments to boost your score, right? What they're going to be looking at is your payment history, which is two different things. So you failed. First of all, we don't fail at anything. We only learn how not to do something again. We don't fail at anything. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Even when we take a test and if we make an F, we just found out what answers that were not right. So we know next time not to use those answers. What do you mean, what if it's over that number? If it's over that number and your debt to income ratio is good, then you need to be applying for a home loan. What do you mean? Your credit score up, well, baby. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know this is a heart-to-heart moment. Baby, I want you to click the link in my bio. I want you to add your rent. If you've been paying rent, okay, listen to me, sweetheart. If you've been paying rent on time for the last 2 to 3 years, click that link in my bio and get credit for that. And watch how that credit score move. It's not going to move, baby. It's going to do the jig. Okay? And if in the event that you say you don't owe anything, which means that your payment history is not existent because your credit moved based upon your payment history. So what I need you to do, again, is go to my bio, click the link. There's something that's called SELF, SELF, SELF Inc. What it is that you're going to be purchasing a certificate deposit. Each month when you make payments, those positive payments will reflect on your credit bureau report. In fact, set up for automatic draft. That way you won't go wrong. And watch your credit score grow. It's only stagnant because you don't have any activity, baby. So we need to go ahead and feed it and watch it grow. Okay? Smooches, love you. How much does your credit boost after you completed payments, student loan, or forgiveness? I don't know. But if you join my group, I have a chart out there that tells you that. I don't know off the top of my head. You're welcome, my love. I'm human. I don't know. What if you have no money for down payment? Then that's something that's called down payment assistance. You're going to Google down payment plus your state. All the programs that's available will populate. And then I want you to read to find out which one works best for you. Once you discover which one works best for you, click on that list of lenders to see who's a participating lender. And if your lender is a participating lender, then go be great. And we don't fail, sweetheart. We just learn new ways to do things. So hopefully, I just taught you something. Now it's on you to go teach someone else. Okay? That's our deal here. In case y'all don't know, I give y'all all this info for the free for y'all to spread the word. Reach one, teach one. That's what we do. Which is the best way to start working on your credit? Get a credit card or pay off? Both. Let me explain. If your debt to income ratio or your utilization is more than 30% on that card, I'm going to need you to pay it down to 30%. Okay? Also, if in the event that you're wanting to add a new credit without doing a hard inquiry, you can go to selflender.com. The link is in my bio. It's the certificate deposit. At the end of paying for the certificate deposit, you'll get your money back. I'm waiting on my check right now. Actually, it should have been deposited today. No, it'll be deposited tomorrow. I use Self-Lender myself. So anything I tell y'all, I actually use. Real talk, I do. Now, you said me too. I do. I'm not going to tell y'all something that I don't actually do myself. Even my credit repair organization, hello. I'm not going to tell y'all to do something I didn't do myself. The rental payments, my sister, I made sure she did it. When we talked about you don't have any CD credit card. No. This is what you do. You go Self Inc. That's what it is. It's a certificate deposit. And after you paid $100 into it, then you can, it's a certificate deposit. That's how it starts off. So once you've made $100 payment into it, then they switch it over. Only if you want, it can be switched over to a prepaid credit card. Well, not prepaid, a secure card. So then you continue to use it that way, and the payments will go as if a credit card versus a certificate deposit. If you leave it as a certificate deposit, then it's going to appear as loan payments. So remember, with our credit, we need to have a well-rounded credit score. We need to have more than one type of credit. We need to have credit cards, mortgages, cars, and loans. So you can leave it as a certificate deposit if you notice, if you pulled your credit and you see that you're missing that part, then go ahead and leave it as a loan, the certificate deposit. But if you feel like you need it'll make it move faster, which it probably will. If you change it to a secure card, then go ahead and order that card. But make sure you keep the utilization low. You just have student loans and charge-offs, no current debt. Sweetheart, if you have charge-offs, that's dragging your score down. So what we need to do is we need to work on getting those charge-offs removed, and we also need to work on getting you a secure card. So here's my best suggestion. To get your charge-offs removed and to get a secure card, my organization has a link in the bio. When you click the link, you're going to have the option to sign up for the financial assistance as far as, I'm take that back, not financial assistance, the credit restoration. And you can also sign up for a secure card. If you don't sign up for the secure card with them, that's fine. You can do it with Self-Lender. That way it'll first appear as a loan, which you do need to have that payment history from a loan. And it'll also show up later if you decide to get the card. Of course. Sorry. If you decide to get the card, then the card will show as a secure card. Glad ask. Can inquiries be removed? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Now, only inquiries that you don't have a debt with. Now, if you have a Goldman Sachs card and you're trying to dispute that inquiry, that's not going to work well because you have an account with them. But let's say you apply for pennies and pennies denied you, then dispute that inquiry. So yeah. So for those whom have joined us after the new news, here is the new news. First, can I get a bunch of likes? Can I get some taps? Because I want to alleviate in saying this announcement over and over and over. Because after we get off, oh no, baby, you're awesome. After we get off, I'm gonna post it. So I like y'all knowing first, right? I like y'all knowing information first. So while we're waiting for a little sec for to my family members, y'all know somebody stole my content. I was talking about it earlier. I thought I was over it, but I'm really not. Somebody stole my content. Isn't that shady? But okay, here's the announcement. Y'all ready? For those who missed it earlier, Freddie Mac is now going to be using your rental payments to help you get approved for a home loan. Freddie Mac. Y'all see that green? Freddie Mac. This is how they're going to be using your rental payments. If your credit score is kind of close to, or if your lender denied you for your credit score for your debt to income ratio, they're going to ask you for permission to be able to reach out to your landlord, and you'll verify with your landlord that you've had on-time payments. So if you were close to being approved, then boom, now you're going to be approved. Also, so initially if the lender denies you, this is going to be the second run through. They're going to run it through Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac is backed by the United States government, right? They're not a mortgage lender, but they purchase mortgage loans. And they purchase mortgage loans from banks and lenders, mortgage companies, for the whole purpose of them freeing up their money. No, sweetheart, I'm sorry. You cannot use the VA for that. To free up their money to be able to allow them to recycle it to have more homeowners, to let more homeowners lend from them. So if Freddie Mac deems a loan appropriate to purchase, then it's going to be approved. So let's say, for example, your bank is Bank of America. Bank of America would say, okay, Bank of America might say, okay, we're going to deny it. And then now it's As of September 15th, it'll be Now you're going to run it through Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac is going to, get your permission to contact your your landlord. And your landlord will say, yeah, well, Tosh paid her rent on time for the last 12, 24 months. And they figure, well, if Tosh can pay her rent on time for 12 to 24 months, then guess what? Boom. She could pay a mortgage on time. But it does not go into your debt to income ratio. So here's what you can do. If you're on the cusp of having you're getting close to where your FICO score needs to be, or you're close to where your debt to income ratio needs to be, let's say it's at 45% or 50%, and you've applied for a loan. Okay, so if your score is lower, boom, you add your rent. Boom. Now your score is up there. Then they're going to check out your payment history. If some other part of it may look shady, boom, you're a homeowner. Got it? Cool. VA loans cannot be used for that purpose. Now, I don't know if you can use it to purchase mixed properties. Meaning if it's meaning if it's like, store at the bottom, rental at the top, a home at the top, or vice versa. I don't know. So Jamal, you're in need of the closing costs grant. What I would suggest that you go is to their website, which is, first of all, also see, this is what I want you to do. You're already pre-approved, right? So see if you're eligible for, you got pen and paper? Jamal, let me know if you got pen and paper before I run this off, and then you're going to say, wait, I didn't write it down. So I'll wait. Tell me if you got pen and paper. But, all right. I done told y'all I don't step in my classroom without pen and paper. I done told y'all. Don't make me put y'all in timeout. So, that's that, right? Now, remember that getting a home, we got to have our stuff together. Yeah, no. Go to the link in my bio, boo. Glad girl, I'm telling you, baby, look, I got everything you need in my bio. Got it? Okay. So go to the link in my bio. Not you, Jamal, but go to the link in my bio, and it's going to bring you to the VA website. Right? Just go in the little spyglass search thingy and see if you can put in like mixed properties or what type of properties and see if it tells you. Okay, Jamal, let's go. First one I want you to check into National Homebuyers Fund, nhfloan.com. nhfloan.com. Okay? You're going to check to see if you're eligible there. 1. 2. It is going to be the Chinoan Fund. CHONA. See if you're eligible for that. Okay? 3. You're going to Google down payment assistance plus your state to see what's available out there. Okay? And since you're already pre-approved, let me say this. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay? But don't forget to ask your lender, is it possible to roll your closing costs up into your loan? Yeah. Got it, Pooh? Got it. So, what the business is, y'all. Any other questions? If you can't recall, it wasn't meant for you. You're not ready. I can recall some stuff. So, any other questions? Now, also, I've been calling people back. I think I'm out like 7 messages now. It's a skill. It is. Chinoan, the Chinoan Fund. See, and this fund is available everywhere but New York City. Now, why New York City? I don't know. I do not know. But it is CHONA, Chinoa Fund. And it's 0 down payment loans. Of course there is. However, here's the thing. Are you eligible for them? So I can tell you right now that Synovus Bank has a 0 down payment product. I can also tell you the minimum score is 633 for that product. Now I don't know more details other than that because I don't work for Synovus Bank. So I'm a realtor. I'm not a mortgage originator. Bank of America has a program as well. Pretty much everybody has one, but usually they demand for you to have a really high score. So a loan is different from a down payment. Down payment, you can Google down payment assistance plus your state, and you could, find out who those are. But a 0 loan with 0 down payment, like 0 closing costs, usually they demand a pretty high score. But I do know that Synovus has such a product, and I think Synovus product is called A as in Apple, M as in Mary, P as in Paul, and I only know that because my preferred lender is Synovus. Okay. You want to remodel your house that's paid off. Is there any grants for that? No, there isn't a grant for that. However, you can do, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to because you probably already whatever. You can always do a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit. You can do that to remodel your home, or you can apply for an FHA 203K rehab loan. But both those are loan and loans. Because that's not how I spelled Chinoan. Let me get my phone to show you. Un momento, por favor. What's up, boy? What's poppin'? How you do? It's Chenoa. Chenoan. Fun. That's how it looks. Hola, chica. That's the extent of my Spanish. Chenoa. It's an affordable housing program dedicated to sustainable home ownership. Muy pequeño. Muy pequeño. Yeah, first of all, I have an accent. I'm from New Orleans. Sorry. You're interested in purchasing a home. Where do you start? Sweetheart, you just did. When you logged onto my channel. Well, my live. So, first thing you're going to do is pull your credit to see where you stand. To see what your score is, I would suggest that you go to myfico.com. If you pull your credit and you find out it is not so nice and it needs a little work, it's just not shiny and cute, that you got some collections, charge-offs, grandma popping juice. Look, I done told y'all about the Spanish. So that will be the first thing. Okay, find out what that credit score look like. Now, if your credit score is decent and your debt's it, so what my FICO said, not to put your business out there, but I use my FICO too. So if my FICO tell you that your credit score is about anywhere from a 620 to 640 across the board, and your debt to income ratio is 30% or below, sounds like you need to be applying. Now, Reggie. Oh, grandma popping juice. So y'all just gonna speak Spanish like that? That's what y'all gonna do? I mean, if y'all gonna be speaking Spanish, you might as well translate what I'm saying to make it universal. I'm just saying. So you're pre-approved for $300K, but because of the bidding wars, let me help you try to win that. First of all, if you're in the state of Texas, Florida, Georgia, the other state I can't remember on top of my head, but I have a TikTok on it. Look for the ribbon program. With the ribbon program, and of course, this is at a cost. Look, you have to look at the previous TikTok. I honestly can I do? So you're gonna look for the ribbon program, right? With the ribbon program, they will come in and they will buy the home for you, and they're going to pay cash. Cash is king. Then you can use your FHA, VA, USDA loan, whatever it is, to buy it from them. So as a seller, you're looking at, okay, I can wait 4 weeks to close on this house, and they're going to do an inspection. It got to meet certain criteria, blah, 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 and it might not close. Or, hey, Kev. Or I could close in 2 weeks, not have all these financial contingencies, not be required to meet all this inspection stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go with the cash. Or you can build. Now, if you can build what you want for $300K in your area, because it's going to depend upon what $300K can buy in your area, then building is always an option. But each housing market is different. Here, where I live, you can build, because I live in a rural area, you can build $300K and get you a pretty decent house. Probably like about 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. You can get you a pretty decent house where I live, right? But if you were still going to the city, child, I just offered $250K on a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet. And that's 20 miles away from where I live. That's the difference. How are you, Kev? What about buying land? Buying land is always good because that's the thing that they're not making more of. Land. You can purchase land and you can hold it because you know what? With this housing crisis, they're going to be building on it. Now, don't buy the land like too far out. You can also, what's popping, Kev? Kev, I need you to, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me finish this first thought. And you can always, make sure you're buying it, the land not too far from the city. So, Kev, this is what I need you to do. I'm gonna need you to send me your number because my phone died and I don't have any information. Like, I've been slowly getting my contacts back, but I'm gonna need you to holler at me because don't know how to reach you. No idea. What about duplex? First of all, be still my bleeding heart, okay? If you're a first-time home buyer, hey Reginald, thanks, babe. I've been like without my phone for like, I had to get a new phone maybe like about a month ago now. It's just really tragic. So, needless to say, I wasn't acting funny. I was not acting funny. I just didn't have no contact. So, come here about the duplex. It's us. My favorite thing in the whole wide world for a first-time home buyer is for them to go ahead and purchase a fourplex. Now, they're hard to come by, but I'll even take a triplex. Push come to shove, I'll take a duplex. Because did you know with a FHA, USDA, VA, and even a NACA loan, you can purchase up to 4 units at one time? This is for townhouses, for condos, so long as they have 4 shared walls. It can be a 4 apartment complex. But you can purchase that as a first-time home buyer. So you're going from purchasing a single property to being a real estate investor. And oh, it gets better. It does. It's a win that keeps on winning. So, let's say a fourplex. You stay in the first unit for free. Then you will have the second, the third unit rented out. You can rent it out. You can Airbnb it, whatsoever you like to do. But once you've got to this, remember, you're staying for free. So once you got to these two alone are paying for all 4. So this is pure income. You can use this to save. You can save this and purchase you another fourplex. You can do whatsoever like. You can allow this asset to pay for your lifestyle, which would be your single family home. But here's what I teach you. Not only purchase the fourplex, but you see how you wasn't paying anything? You take half the money that you would be paying for your portion, just half. Like if you charge these people, let's say for example, $1,200 rent, then save $600 from here, plus the $1,200 from here. So you're saving $1,800 a month. Tell me if you're not catching flights instead of feelings. I'll do you one better. Okay? So you purchased that. So now you got $1,800 a month coming in. So let's go ahead and start us, an LLC. Let's get this LLC and let's purchase us at least 5 units or more, because we could do this with an LLC that's for profit, and we can use a USDA loan, and then we can purchase 5 units or more. How can we afford it? Well, we're generating $1,800 a month extra, so we're going to be, what are we building? We're building a real estate empire. And when you purchase through USDA in your business, instead of you putting down 20%, you're going to put down 10%. And if you're a nonprofit business, instead of putting down 10%, you're going to put down 3%. Uno, dos, tres. That's all I got for you on the Spanish numbers. Isaiah did the math. He said an extra $21K a year. Do I need to blink harder? You're welcome. You're welcome, Ronnie. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So, if at any point you had a particular scenario or you wanted to run something by me or get my thoughts on it, obviously it's taking me a good 4 to 5 days to send back Texas because there's 150K of y'all. So now, see? See? You see? You see? So now if you want to talk about these things, what state? I live in Florida. So if you want to talk about these things and you want to get some ideas and spend some quality time with me, use the link in my bio to schedule an appointment. Okay? I don't know. And sister girl, if you're here, the one who's borrowing my content, make sure next time before you post it that you actually research it. So when people ask you questions in your comments, you can answer them. Okay? Okay. Shorty, you bad. ALSL, I'm a grave. Y'all know damn well I'm 46 years old. I don't understand hip lingo. Junior, what this mean? I'm not that hip. Say it to me. I don't know. What you mean? Wait, what happened? Oh, he's saying I'm fly. Thank you. Girl, I sure did. Hey, Diva. Oh, it means, oh, my mama great. No, because you won't need it with NACA. The NHF. Thank you, baby. The NHF, you won't need it with the NACA because the NACA is zero down payment, zero closing costs. So you won't need it. Y'all know Junior pick out the songs that go on these TikToks, right? What I know about a bom 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 bom. Wake up listening to Shekinah Glory. I mean, you don't need any grants to buy with NACA. NACA is zero down payment, zero closing costs. You literally need no money. Literally, you need no money at all. Because what they did, okay, so hold on. So with NACA, you don't need no money. So, okay, let's talk to Ronnie for a second. So, Ronnie, what they did was they resold the debt. So the new owner pretty much is reporting it as a new debt, right? So that's how they re-age it. Okay. How you can and I'm gonna expound on a little more, Ronnie. So how can you find business grant? Grants.gov. I know it's messed up, it's so simple, right? But it is. It's grants.gov. Yeah, it kind of makes you feel a little slow when you at least I felt slow when I found out it was grants.gov. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, so Ronnie, back to you. So what you would need to do is, one, it needs to be disputed, but it needs to be disputed the right way. And to learn the right way, click the link in my bio and schedule an appointment. I'll teach you the right way. Can I suggest somewhat, baby? Kind of, you said that she was Muslim, so you need to avoid interest. So we do know that the earth is full with principalities, right? Child scheduling appointment. Yeah, I felt slow too. Because I was like, and I was talking about this last night. I was like, what's the name of that site? Oh, I can't remember the site because somebody asked me this last night. So I was like, what's the name of that site? What's the name of the site? Bam. Grants.gov. The slow blinks? Yeah. The slow blinks is to help me to not say what I'm thinking. So I have to go. Yeah. Now, most of the time, I'm not thinking anything, horrible or nasty or crazy or something like that. I just be like, all right, Kev, call me tomorrow. I'm booked at 10, though. I'm booked at 9:30 and at 10. I can tell you that right now. So, but you at work, so call when you get off. Love you too, Pooh. Can you get a first time home? Can you get a first time business loan or grant with low credit score or any real collateral? Yes, you can. Now, honestly, I don't remember the number. I feel like I want to say it's like 6 something, but don't quote me on it. Y'all sound like Rhea. But don't quote me on it. Junior calls all this last year homeschooling. But don't quote me on this. But check the SBA website, like for real, for real. Check the SBA. Hello. Y'all, I promise y'all, before homeschooling last year, I had jet black hair. Homeschooling. Every time I get a chance, I tell them teachers, thank y'all for taking y'all kids back. You'll be sworn in soon as a notary. What bad news, Darlene? Hold on, let me sit back. Do I need a drink for this first? Do I need to have a drink for this? Let me know if I need to go put y'all on hold and go get me a drink. I need a drink. Junior, come entertain the family while I go fix me a drink. Girl, I couldn't even call back myself. When I tell you, since I made that NHF announcement, child, that phone been litty. Like, today, I put my phone in the car and I walked around Walmart for an hour. Because I was tired of hearing it ring. I ain't gonna lie. Darlene. Now, darling, I'm going to be very black and white with you. Why your agent didn't know that? Why the seller's agent didn't know that? But the seller's agent, okay, so this is how it goes. And I'm not upset with you. I'm upset because someone didn't do their due diligence, which has dragged you through this whole situation going back and forth, okay? And it's, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. When the seller's agent put the house in the MLS, right, they're supposed to know what. I know she didn't know about the loan, but I'm saying, no, the seller's agent supposed to put in the MLS, which is a master listing system, what loans can be used to purchase that particular home. The seller's agent should have put that if it was going to be conventional only, USDA only, or VA only, or if it was going to be FHA qualified. That's what they're supposed to put in the comments. Because what's going to happen is like what just happened to you, which is a complete waste of time. And also, when it just sounds like nobody did their homework. That's what it really sounds like. Nobody did their homework. Because when your agent sent in the actual offer, that should have been one of the things that's checked, right? That she should have checked with the seller's agent to find out if an FHA loan would be acceptable or not. Because the moment you told me, remember I said, oh, then maybe that means that they're not on the FHA approved list. This is what we're talking about. Purchasing a condo. For those who need to catch up, sorry. We're talking about purchasing a condo. If you're using an FHA loan, then the condos have to be approved and be on the FHA list. Okay? So what's happened is the condo wasn't on the list. So they tried to do the FHA spot loan, right? Which we can cover a different time. But what she's saying is that, yeah. Okay, well, I'm human. Thank you for the correction. I'm in the middle of a rant. Don't fix me when I'm ranting. You throw off my passion. Well, let me get my passion back. So, what they did not do, somebody, which sounds like the seller's agent, mainly is at fault, that didn't note that the home was not FHA eligible for the condo. And you have to be really, really, specific when it comes down to condos or this situation that happened could occur, right? Now, what if Darlene had went and paid for an inspection? What if she paid for a survey? I was going to say thank you. I just wanted to finish fussing first. Like I had got my juices flowing. Yes, Isaiah, to make sure you read, to make sure it's not like a refresher course. What Isaiah is saying that they found a real estate course on Groupon. But I wanted to get my anger. I was like, I was in a full Martin Luther King moment. Like I had a dream. I was standing, on the steps. I'm just saying, I was in a zone just now. Like I was bing bang boom. Anywho, so are those Groupons real? I can't say for everyone. I can say that I fuss in the summer. That's great. So you need to learn how to do that. My father taught me a long time ago that when you keep the same tone, people don't know how to figure out if you're about to murder them or not. But anywho, those Groupons, that's how I got my license, right? I use Groupon. I want to say my course was probably in between $79. It was definitely not $100. So it's in between $79 to $90-something, and it was a Groupon course. So I'm evidence. They work. Just make sure that when you're doing the Groupon course, that it's the actual course. So what I would suggest that you do is Google your state requirements and compare it to what the course says to make sure it meets the requirements. Okay? Someone told me I have to do a brokerage course in order to be able to 40 hours is just to be able to rent. I believe we looked this up, and I believe that's wrong, if I recall correctly. But you know what I'm going to say? Go to your Secretary of State's website and see what the requirements are. Because typically, you can't be a broker. Am I near Northwest Florida? I am in Tallahassee, but I travel the whole state to service clients. What I'm going to say is this, right? Typically, you have to be a real estate agent for 2 years before you can become a broker. You have to master that craft first. So why would you take brokerage courses if you're not going to be a broker and can't be a broker for 2 years? And stop listening to everybody. Oh, you're in Fort Wharton? You up the street. Like, literally up the street. Like, literally. My husband has family in Fort Walton. Their family actually came from Mariana, but they kind of like spread out through Florida. But, it's my love. You know you can't listen to everybody, right? That's why I tell you, even check me. Even check me. My name is not Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, and it certainly ain't Jesus. So, always check the checker. But this is like the same thing as you have to be careful what you read. You also have to be careful what you hear because you're feeding yourself, right? You're feeding yourself. USAA. I thought they were supposed to be good for y'all. You want to invite me as a guest on your show? Who is you? No, I'm just kidding. Who is you? Who is you? Who is you? No. Who are you? Who are you? What kind of show do you have? This fool said, what about Medusa? You know what, girl? It's one of those slow blinking moments. I'm not coming for you. That was general information for everybody, though, because your name is somehow my nephew's name is attached. Don't worry, Junior be having my algorithm off all the time. So, sweetheart, this is what I would like for you to do. Can you email me? My email is Latasha, Latasha, McDowell, McDowell, at KW for KellerWilliams.com. So basically, it's my name at KW. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta move on to the next. Next time you're on phone, when we should link up, I just opened a podcast studio in town. For reals? For real. That's what's up. I typically do my podcast on every Tuesday night at 7. But I'm being honest with y'all, I didn't do it today. So, I'm pretty sure my producer's going to be calling me soon. But, sure, I'd love to stop by. The more people, my choice about inspiring, encouraging, empowering people to walk in their purpose. I love that. I love it. Sweetheart, that's why I do everything that I do. I promise you, that's why I do everything that I do. That's why I'm not even upset about old girl borrowing my content, because guess what? She's still sharing the information. That's why I do everything that I do. I get so fed up and aggravated and upset when people will come to you with their hopes and dreams, which is a very precious thing, for it to be smashed. And I don't even know if other realtors realize that. Like, if someone comes to you, and yes, that's correct, baby. If someone comes to you and they're like, as a realtor, if someone comes to you and they're like, I want to purchase a home, but my credit needs to be worked on, or I need to generate more income, boom, 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 boom. And then you said, no, I haven't heard from Josh, and I didn't have a chance to text him. Today has been, yeah. But to watch a realtor tell that person, come back to me after you're pre-approved. Say, what now? You didn't tell them how to get pre-approved. all you did was just throw and toss that person back to the wind. I can tell you right now, that's not something I do. That's not something I've ever said to anyone since I've been a realtor. Not at all. If I don't know, I'm going to refer you to someone who can help you. Hey, Pooh. How are you, Capricorn girl? Or Capricorn queen? I apologize. If I can't help you, I'm gonna try to find some way to get you to someone who can help you. Like, I'm not a loan originator, but I know the loan originators that I deal with. If they can't get you approved for a home, they will give you the path to home ownership. If you come to me and you say, this is the one, I can't. When people tell me this, I'm gonna buy a house next year. Well, when are you gonna start working on your credit? Next year? Huh? You need to start working on your credit now for next year. You start the preparation process now to reap. This is when you sow the seed. Next year, after you've watered your garden and spread some sunshine on it and made some, like, you plant the seed of new credit, put it down there in the ground, you water it with on-time payments, your seed starts to grow, which means your credit starts to grow. Water it some more, put some Miracle Grow on it, it starts to grow next some more. So by the time spring of next year comes, you'll be able to reap a bountiful harvest. And then you can plant the seeds for something else in spring, because each different season is going to produce a different product. So you can plant the seeds for your new car. After you get your house, you can plant the seeds for your new car. Nourish that. By the time end of summer, fall come, boom. So I say all that to say with that analogy is there's no time like the present. If you are not actively fighting for change, then you're actively fighting to stay the same. But that's what I do here. That's why I do what I do. I'm tired of us suffering. I'm tired of us having to work 2-3 jobs. I come from a family of very meager means. My daddy was a bus driver. My mama was a housekeeper. My mama had a 6th grade education. But when I tell y'all, and my daddy, because he was tired of school, he got him a GED because he wanted to go to the Navy. But when I tell you, hard work is what they instilled, yes, it is definitely not a season. Come on, say it again for the people in the back. It is time to step out of the comfort zones. When your comfort zone, let me tell y'all, I've been in healthcare since 1993 up until April of this year. I was in real estate part-time. And I did that, one, because I know I was helping people and I know my purpose is to help people. And then 2, because I had mastered it. Like, with Social Security Administration, my title is actually a master, right? But when my dad passed, that rocked my world. What made me do real estate? I'm going to tell you. When my dad passed, that rocked my world. And I was out of work, so it gave me time to think. And I went through therapy. And with therapy, I realized that although I was doing my job every day, and I was doing it at an expert level, and I was helping people, and I was changing lives, I was subjecting myself to trauma every day. Because I often was the person who went in the room before a person found out that they were either going to pass, because I had already read their records, or as they were passing. So I didn't realize in my attempts to help people, I was subjecting myself to trauma every day. So I thought about what I wanted to do, and it's always been helping people. So I had to figure out what gave me that same type of euphoria as I was getting at work, but also gave me the freedom to be a mom because I was working like a Hebrew slave. Like I work now for like a Hebrew slave, but only for myself now. And it was real estate. Like there's no joy like giving the keys to someone who has spent their whole life working to try to be a homeowner. There's nothing like helping a person work on their credit and they become a homeowner. It's nothing like it. Best feeling in the whole damn wide world. Best feeling. So I do real estate to help others, and I also do it because it makes me feel good to help somebody else. Yeah, it's the Pisces thing. It's a little fishy in me. All right, ladies and gents. So what did we learn this evening? Bori, you were not here, so you didn't learn it. So I'm going to repeat it for the final time. Beginning September 15th, I'm about to post this after we finish this live. Beginning September 15th of 2021, Freddie Mac will now consider people, you're welcome, baby, will now consider the one in Florida, I want to say 60 hours, but it depends on your state. So check with your Secretary of State office. So beginning September 15th, Freddie Mac will be considering, you're welcome, Freddie Mac will be considering your on-time rental payments to determine if you're eligible for a mortgage. It does not mean that it will be added into your income to debt ratio. What it means, and they won't look at it because it boosted your score. So using your rent to boost your score is completely different from this. What it means is that if you were about to be denied for some reason by the lender is now going to run your application through Freddie Mac. And if Freddie Mac is going to reach out and they're going to say, hey, can we contact your landlord? You're going to say yes. Your landlord is going to say that Bori's paid her rent each and every month on time for the last 2 years. So Freddie Mac is going to now say approved because your rental payments were on time, which they finally figured out that if you could afford a mortgage, well, you can afford your rent, you could afford a mortgage. I don't know why it took them so long to put that together. So your credit score still needs to be where it needs to be. So you can use your credit, you can use your rent to boost your credit score. Still to help you get that leap, right? Then, if that leap isn't enough, and let's say income or something like that could be an issue or whatever, then they're going to say, hey, let's run through this second system. And they're going to say, okay, even with all this debt that Tasha has, she's still able to pay her rent on time. So if Tasha's able to pay her rent on time, even though she got all this debt, then, no, it's nationwide. Freddie Mac is federal government. So then if she paid this rent all this time on time, then Tasha's going to pay us our mortgage on time, regardless of how much debt she has. She got all this debt now and she can pay her rent. So why would I think that she still has all this debt and that she won't make her home payments? Oh, well, I'm glad. That phrase that you use, time well spent, I appreciate you. Because time is the one commodity that we cannot get back and we must spend it wisely. And I thank each and every one of you for spending your time with me. I'm Latasha McDowell, your local real estate coach. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on YouTube, my YouTube channel. So I drop information like this every single day. Every day. So if you've missed any of my previous lives, please go ahead and follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get access to all my previous lives. You're very welcome, my dear. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, it took a pandemic for them to figure it out. It's the government. What could you say? Hey, common sense ain't so common. But moving on, so I'm going to post this information so you guys got the jump. You guys know the details, you know the gist of it. So when we finish, I just got to add music to it. So share it with your family members and friends so everybody can be aware, especially those who were recently denied for a home No, baby, you're not. Because it's going to be up in 24 hours on my YouTube channel. Boom, boom. You're good. You're new? Welcome to the family, Pooh. No worries. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Anything that you've missed tonight or any other nights, it's okay. It's on my YouTube channel. So, my YouTube channel is like my video library. So, go out there, pull a book off the shelf, and watch. Yeah, you still need to touch base with me. We do need to talk. We do. If you're up in the morning, like about 9, call me because that's usually when I bring it. Like 8:30, 9 o'clock, call me because that's usually when I bring it to school. And usually I don't answer the phone, but I'll answer the phone when I see your number. Oh. So I thank you. 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 Y'all have a good evening. Again, I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate coach. Toodles.